Hey guys, what's up? It's Steve Sleepy, and I'm back after a 9-day work trip that I wish I could have shared with you guys, but it was just for work. We took the Summit Jeep and did 8 days of wheeling down in Tennessee with a whole bunch of dudes, including Bleepin' Jeep, who's another YouTube guy. That was really cool. We also did some TV show filming with the Carcass guys from Power Nation, and that was pretty cool. And I got to film insane wheeling, like 1,000 feet in the air, 1,000-foot cliff, climbing up 3-foot rock ledges, rear steer, full 1-ton Jeep wheeling. It was awesome. I fell down the mountain about 27 times trying to film and cut myself all over the place, but it was totally worth it. So anyway, I've been kind of busy and I've been working on that video for work. Again, man, I wish I could show it to you guys. It's so good, but you can check it out on the Summit's website. So, I don't know, in a couple of weeks, it should be up on the Summit's website. Just look for the Ultimate Jeep Adventure or something like that, and it's pretty awesome. All right, so today, this bike's been in my shop now for about 2 months. It's my buddy Chris's. He had a guy build it for him a couple years ago. The guy did a really nice job. It's a really well done cafe racer. But Chris is mainly a snowmobiler, and he left this thing kind of chilling. And because of that, it gummed up everything. So we already cleaned the tank. Pretty interesting process there. I used the Harbor Freight de-rusting juice, whatever it's called. What is it? It's this stuff. Metal Rescue. Yeah. Hey. So stuff works great. I did something kind of interesting though. So what you want to do is you want to get something metal in there to kind of go against it as it's de-rusting. So what I did was I took an old tire, I put the gas tank inside of an old pillow, shoved it in the tire with the juice in the gas tank, and then I rolled it back and forth. Then I'd let it sit in the sun for 3 or 4 hours, and I'd roll it back and forth, and then I'd let it sit in the sun for 3 or 4 hours, and I'd roll it back and forth. And I mean, I gotta be honest, man, the inside of the tank is looking pretty good. It has that nice black, so when that stuff converts rust, it turns into like a black, kind of almost hard substance. So then you gotta rinse it, you gotta get all the scraps out and stuff, but I think the tank came out pretty good. I was able to get into the petcock here, and I went through it, and that's pretty clean, ready to go back in. So we're gonna put all that back together, but now we gotta get back to the carbs. So I rebuilt the carbs once, I put gas in it, and it just fell through. I thought perhaps I had a bad float, so I bought a rebuild kit. It has new floats, it has all the new jets and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that the jets I cleaned in the original carbs are gonna be fine. So I'm really gonna be looking to replace the floats and maybe a few other things, maybe the actual needle, all this, whatever. We're gonna go through it. So I'll bring it down for there. And besides all that, let me show you, I've been kind of busy. So my daughter's been wanting a four-wheeler. So my buddy John brought me this, and it was cool. It's a little TRX 125, and it's seen better days. But of course, because I know enough motorcycle people, something came up, and bam! Oh, another 1985 TRX 125, and this one's almost mint. So I've been having some fun, kind of really restoring it for her, and she loves it. She's riding it like a champ. And we also needed a farm quad, if you will. Nothing exciting, but just kind of a workhorse. So I sold an old guitar that I wasn't using because I have my guitars that I love to play, and this thing was just collecting dust. Used that money to buy this dude. So he's a Prairie 300, and I mean, it's 4x4. It works, everything runs, new tires, all that kind of stuff. So it's got a winch. I can probably add a plow for the winter, so it's gonna be awesome. So, but the garage is filling up. Yeah. Never get a big garage, you'll end up filling it. Anyways, okay, so getting back to this bike, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the carbs off. We're gonna grab one, take it apart, and then I'm gonna try to put some of the rebuild kit into it and see if we can get it to not leak. So, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks for checking in. Okay, easier said than done, man. Jeez, whoo. All right. So here's our carb, floats down here. All right, we're gonna start with this one. So I've had this carb apart before, so the bolts are all coming out nice and easy. But the first time I did it, they were a bit stuck. Be careful. If you have access to JIS screwdrivers, make sure you use those. I have them up there, but I know that it was gonna come out, so. All right, so carb's still clean, but I can tell that those things are full of gas, so definitely the float was one of the problems. Yeah, there is cracked. Okay, so this dude, that's the only thing, but see, it's not rubber in the bottom. This one is. Yeah, it is. All right, well, we'll try that one. All right, seems to be working in that regard. Let's see. It can't be that simple. My gasket's still in here. We have a new one. We'll use the new one. If it fits, looks like it's going to. Maybe. Might be kind of a pain in the ass, but there it goes. Wait. Yeah, I don't like it. I think the old one's better. Yeah, it's still flat. That's good. Okay. The rest of the stuff should be alright still. Seated those. My gasket's still in there. All right, so I got the second carb off. Same thing, I already have this one rebuilt, but I think the float had a crack in it, so at that point the gas wouldn't stop and it was overflowing. So hopefully we'll fix it this time. And I can get this bike back to my buddy and get my other projects on the shelf. All right, well, there it is. All right, I don't recommend doing this, but I'm going to, especially if you just cleaned it. But if you blow into where the fuel inlet goes, and then you tilt the carb, you can see whether or not the floats, which would be floating in the gas and then closing off the inlet, they're working or not. So right now, I have air coming out. All right, it works. So that guy is working. Let's see if this dude is all right. All right, that guy's working too. Like I said, I don't recommend that, but at least I know that that is functioning. So, all right, I guess it's time to put this back together. Like I said, I already did a rebuild. I'm hoping that the parts that I cleaned are just as good as the new parts that are here, which I honestly would rather have real Honda parts, but there are just a few things that you can't find. And honestly, the rebuild kits now that you can find on all the fun stores are cheap enough that it's worth the try. It's worth giving them a shot if you don't mind taking things apart a few times, I guess. All right, so all of our parts are in this box in case we need some more and we have to do this again. All right, well, I'm gonna start throwing the carbs back on the bike. I'll stick the camera over here. And I don't know, man, if we get it together, I might try to put some gas in my little emergency room thing. We'll see if we can get this sucker to fire up. And then it can move on. All right, stand by. Okay, I didn't want to bore you guys with just the finessing of the carbs into the boots. They're a little harder because they're not new, but I got it. And now you can see here, they are. All right, they're opening, so we got them hooked back up. Choke, there's that little lever's pulling both. So both chokes are going up and down as they're supposed to. So, we can hook up some lines. I have my little tourniquet, or what do you call it? Hospital IV gas tank. I don't know what they call them. It's just when you don't want to use the real gas tank, you just put a little gas in. So I'm gonna put that in. I got a battery over there. I'm gonna slap back in this thing, and then we'll see if we can get it to start. Who knows? We'll choke it. I'm gonna hold this up, make sure it gets in there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key. Open these guys. Let's see if we can get some fucking gas filling in there. Oh. Almost. Need to adjust the idle. All right, well, that's all I really wanted to do today was to get it to start. Now I know that it seems like the carbs are okay. I just got to fine tune them. I don't see any gas leaking out anywhere, so I think we got that sealed up. So it's a little step forward for this thing. Hopefully in the next week or so I'll get it knocked out and back on its road, back to my buddy Chris, and he will have his bike back and be all stoked. And so somebody just joined me in the garage, the proud owner of a new quad runner, well, a new 1985 quad runner, Beatrice. How's it going, kid?
I'm good.
You like your bike?
Yep.
What'd you name it?
Ruby.
What?
Ruby, because that one says emerald.
Oh, okay, that's Emerald and this is Ruby?
Yeah.
So do you enjoy riding it?
Yes. And Ramona likes it too.
You took your friend for a ride already, right? Mm-hmm. You guys wear helmets and it doesn't really go that fast in the grass, so. But you were being a safe driver too, right? You weren't a rider. I was telling all the guys before, you're basically a professional now. You ride motorcycles just like your pop. What do you think? All right. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to say hi. I've been really busy. Wanted to get that thing going, and I think we're getting close. So, what did you think? Was it kind of loud when it started?
Yeah, very loud. I had to plug my ear holes.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll have some more cool videos coming. Today was just something. Sorry, I almost just killed you. And yeah, bike's working a little bit. We'll get it tuned in and back to Chris. All right. Until next time. Like I said, man, The video I'm working on for work, Summit Racing, my excellent Jeep journey. Definitely go and check that out. It'll be up probably in the next 4 days or so, I believe. I got to finish it tomorrow. That's taken a lot of my time, so I haven't had a chance to do pretty much anything else. But I did work on this tonight, so I feel accomplished. All right, say goodbye, B.
Bye.
Hey, if they like the channel, what should they do?
Like and subscribe.
What? How do you know that?
Because I watch a lot of YouTube.
Nice. All right.